who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers on Thursday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season, as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that...
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He's got the first down and more. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. The Chargers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But if they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
Steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs ready to go again. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Speedy, elusive, always a threat to get to the quarterback. Frank Clark remains a high-end defender and made his 3rd straight Pro Bowl in 2021.
Rolling to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, just shot.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah,
and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On second, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. McKinnon now going to try the left side. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night match. We're back now in KC. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Now, we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Herbert and the Chargers down 21-17, 2:14 to play. They've got 1 timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work here on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert rolling to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion. On 3rd and long, things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. On the move to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Chiefs, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for
Week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He was a game breaker last week. Over 200 yards receiving. It's the Chargers and the Jaguars. Coming up next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 of the 1. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Los Angeles taking the field. Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, that's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, but I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair Etienne with James Robinson together last season because a Lisfranc injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, Etienne is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there in a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe... throw this one away, and maybe he was, but he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw him twitch there, partner, was right on him.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Lawrence going to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And just a yard to go here on second down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 20 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, right back to ETN. And he's got it down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 28 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns.
And he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are back within a score. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. But to throw again is Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Lawrence, touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On the move to his left. He's got a man complete. And he has
has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, Herbert.
Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll run for it with Eckler. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Another toe for Etienne.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Taking in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
His opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devon Hamilton
forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the lead will hold at 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have the chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Odell Beckham, 29 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Caught by Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Etienne up the middle. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Etienne once more.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Jones has it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence
looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, breaking the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used offensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Lawrence.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Herbert. Finding Allen.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Devin Lloyd
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Herbert to throw.
Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Herbert going to throw.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Herbert.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance.
When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong, like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face, cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear shit at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did.